Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke, together with Rev Yutaka Yamada. Today is Monday, the 20th of October 2025, or the 29th of August in the 13th year of Chongyol. Thank you all for coming. Let's begin with a bow to our true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, Chanji Champoninge, Chongai, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English.
가전맨세 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 찬조 이사인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 4. Our family, the owner of Chongyol, pledges to build the universal family, encompassing heaven and earth, which is the Heavenly Parent's ideal of creation, and perfect the world of freedom, peace, unity, and happiness by centering on true love. Thank you. I'd like to share again my mother's prayer at the 2024 HJ Cosmic Blessing. Most precious Heavenly Parent, here at the World Centre, the 2,100 couples who have come into your embrace, the blessed couples, good men and women who have received the blessing through true parents, are pure waters expressing what was originally your ideal of creation. May their path as blessed pure waters of true love expand endlessly throughout the world, transcending nations, sweeping across the 5 oceans and 6 continents in praise of you, Heavenly Parent. May all the blessed couples who have received the blessing today and are now able to live in heaven on earth with you, Heavenly Parent, thanks to true parents' earthly victory, give birth to many pure waters who realize your dream on earth and convey this news to the 8 billion people of the world. By participating in this blessing event, they will do their best to return the earth to its original state at the time of creation, so that all the terrible things that are happening around the world today, climate change, disease, and natural disasters that are causing this earth to suffer due to humanity's ignorance, will no longer threaten the lives of blessed families. The future of our blessed families is hopeful. Today, 2,100 blessed couples from around the world receive the marriage blessing. May they become blessed couples who fulfill their responsibilities, give joy and praise to our Heavenly Parent, experience Heavenly Parent's love on earth for all time, realize Heavenly Parent's dream here on earth and there in heaven, and live for eternity together with you, Heavenly Parent and true parents. Therefore, please accept this day with joy. May you receive glory. May the blessed couples fulfill their responsibilities and missions wherever they may be. I pray that these couples who have received the blessing, particularly in this era, in an environment wherein they can directly attend and live with Heavenly Parent, will form blessed families of whom history will be eternally proud and who will inspire their descendants to be filial sons and daughters and loyal patriots. I pray and declare this in the name of the true parents. Arju. Thank you, and let's give a warm welcome to Rev Yutaka as he shares this morning.
Good morning, our brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining today's morning Hondoke. Today, October 20, the beginning of the week. Let's put our transcendent heart and offer the victory. So in Korea situation, as we know, we know the situation is same. Turumada is in the detention center, and many situation is there. So we continuously pray and support for our Turumada's health and also quick release from the detention center. So this is also important our things. And also continuously we will do our best in each area as our mother wish us to do to progress our heavenly providence. So let's also unite well and determined to do in this new week also. So thank you for joining today. Next Tuesday, October 28th, we will have the fourth founding anniversary of the PCLC, Pacific Christian Leadership Conference. And this Bible word is this one. Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. So main topic is faith, freedom, peace. How we can share those messages to brothers and sisters, especially the Christian congregation. Those things is important. And some speaker went to Korea, I think 2 or 3 months ago for the religious freedom gathering. Then they will give some testimony. So this is also the good gathering. Please invite, encourage pastors, Christian congregation to attend this fourth anniversary. So this is next Tuesday, 28th. Please also attend well. Okay, so I'll share the activity photo. This is the transmission prayer in Sydney side. Thank you for offering your devotion all the time. So this last Friday night. And this New Zealand side. Thank you for attending this well. And Marshall Island and Palau. So thank you. And this is yesterday. Outing service was held in Sydney side in Olympic Park. It was so beautiful. And you could see this guest is also joining together. So now in Sydney, we are doing the witnessing through exhibition. So many new member or guest is joining, and through exhibition, new member are connected, and immediately they could be introduced about outing service, and so they could join this outing service. So yesterday also several new guests came. Of course, there are many steps still, but those environment, those kind of the preparation is also the precious. How to guide to the witnessing or occasion to event connecting with brothers and sisters. So please also pray for new guests or new members. 2 days ago, when we did the exhibition witnessing, there was also some spiritual person or some heaven's guidance is there. Some sister enter to the exhibition, and in front of mother's one of the explanation panel, suddenly she shed tears, just watching the mother's face and shed tears. And we asked her why, what's happened. Then she said, universe invited me. Maybe you don't know. But she also shed tears, and she expressed that she felt those spiritual heart and also feeling. So really we could see when we testify, when we prepare the environment, really heaven will help to guide the people. So our continuation, our chanson, and our investment surely will guide the people and even guide the spiritual world. So many new things is happening. Please also support. Of course, I think each field you have those experience. So please share your good testimony. Then this also can help our true mother. This is Solomon Island. Now Solomon Island is organizing 21 days workshop. So thank you our Solomon Island brothers and sisters. So new guest is coming and studying together, and also missionaries. So this is also the investment. Even one person, two person, we will guide and also connect with our Heavenly Parent. So please pray for Solomon Island. Okay, so thank you for your investment. Today I'd like to share this message which was sent by international headquarters. The message of the president, the director general, Do Sun-yeon. So he gave this message to all over the world. So maybe some of you watched already, but we can also study it together. Okay. So Mrs. Layton, please.
Introduction, continuing heaven's message. Hello everyone, it's great to be with you again. Last week my message focused on the theme, heaven's message on true mother's suffering and our shared responsibility and mission. Today I want to continue that reflection. I want us to look at this moment through the lens of the three great blessings, what we must clearly understand and what we need to start doing right now. We are truly at a very important time, a critical point where we absolutely must receive and act on the message heaven is giving us.
Yes, thank you. I didn't read the title, so today's title is this one. The suffering of our true mother and our mission, a time to awaken and make changes. So as we know, the true mother situation in Korea, and there are many group, or sometimes it's easy to make confusion in our community. That's why the inheritor of heaven's love and blessing, 신주시는 missionary, and also the True Family 4 Position Foundation, 연아님, 흔스님, are continuously updating the current situation of True Mother, and also President to Sun-yeon or President Yeon-cheon's son, they are also sharing. That's why how we can connect and also understand directly this effort, and the connection is also needed. That's why today also and every day, if we receive new message from international headquarters, we can also have a time to share together. Okay, so today this continuation, please.
We deeply believe that true mother's suffering holds an urgent message from Heavenly Parent, a message meant for all of us as we stand on the threshold of a new beginning in the providence. Yes, this situation began because certain central figures failed in their duties due to their own arrogance and pride. But in this entire event, we can clearly feel a powerful, solemn warning from heaven. It is a genuine call for us to look deep inside ourselves and make a fundamental change.
Yes, current situation happening for mother is really sad things, and really sorry for our true mother because of the lacking point or several shortcoming. This situation was happening. That's why we have to pray, but in the same time we have to develop, we have to reflect, and we have to develop ourselves. Please.
The meaning of this suffering, volcano and tsunami. As I watched this serious situation unfold, it reminded me of a volcanic eruption. There was massive pressure crashing down from the outside, like a tsunami. But at the same time, all the time, all the internal issues and conflicts, the ones that have been quietly building up over decades, suddenly burst into the open, just like magma that has been forming deep underground for centuries. Inappropriate ways of running things, internal conflicts, all these long accumulated problems have been brought into the light because of this one event.
Thank you. So we could see our movement already more than 60 or 70 years from early time, and there are many kind of providential event or activities. This time, as the opening ceremony of Cheononggun and Chinese Sanctum, new era was opened and entered the new place. But in the same time, we could see there are many kind of the lacking point or many kind of things. That's why those things will be opened, and the moment we should clean up and to have a new beginning. This moment has arrived in our place. This.
In this grave situation, which feels too heavy for us to carry, both internally and externally, how must Heavenly Parent be feeling? With what heart is Heavenly Parent watching us now? I can say with absolute conviction that through this challenging time, Heavenly Parent is hoping for just one thing from us: transformation.
Yes, thank you. So, how does Heavenly Parent feel, and how Heavenly Parents is wishing to each of us? This is also the important question. There is painfulness or sadness or angriness. Many feeling is coming in our place, but in the same time, before thinking of feeling, we have to think, what is the meaning? What is the feeling of our Heavenly Parent? And what is the wishing Heavenly Parent to us? And what kind of things really Heavenly Parents try to do through this incident? Please.
3. True Mother's words and our mission. Naturally, leaders and all brothers and sisters are feeling lost and confused, dealing with the aftermath of this tsunami and volcanic eruption. Yet, True Mother sent us these strong words of conviction, even from a detention center. Don't worry about Mother. Time will pass, and the truth will surely be revealed. Of course, we are all concerned about her situation, but I came to understand her message to mean this. As time goes by, the external wounds will heal, and even more importantly, our own inner problems will be overcome. The truth of our new transformed selves will be revealed to heaven and to all humankind.
Thank you. So, Mother said, and also Mother said, don't worry about Mother, about myself. Time will pass and the truth will surely be revealed. So this is the Mother's message, and wishing us to continue the heaven's providence. As we know, the mission or will of a Heavenly Parent and mission of true parents. Already true Father went to the spiritual world, and the remaining person as the true parents is only our true mother, and true mother is already 82 years old. There is the mission which true parents have, and those heavenly parents who would be fulfilling, and who will continue these things, and who want to conclude. True mother is seriously thinking and wishing to conclude this providence. Even this kind of incidents, if mother could not go, or even our brothers and sisters, our member, even we didn't continue, then what's happened? This become the sadness of Heavenly Parent and sadness of our true Father, and this is the painfulness of true Mother. That's why Mother is saying like this, I can understand your prayer for me and concern for me or angriness in the current situation, but instead of focusing these things, please focus the will of heaven and the will of our true parents. This is the sincere request and also wishing to each of us. That's why through these things, we will connect with mother's heart directly, and we have to transform ourselves and continue to fulfill our providence. Please.
Support for True Mother and what we must do. Right now, all the departments and leaders connected to the True family are pouring out their hearts and efforts to do everything possible for Mother's swift return to home, Cheongjong-gung. Since we cannot be directly involved, what actions can we, as her children, take to help fulfill True Mother's wish? This is what we must do. Centering on our church leaders, we must bring about quick and fundamental change in the places scarred by the tsunami, in the environment damaged by the volcanic eruption, that is, in our churches and among our suffering members. With True Parents as our center, we must return to a life of faith that is more faithful to the core essence, uniting ourselves in spirit and truth.
Yes, so each person has the each roles. So our top leader or headquarters side or through children, through family, they are doing their job for supporting and really to solving the problem with through mother. Then how about each of us in each country or each field? There is also special role which we can do in our place. That's why how we will fulfill our role and responsibility in each place. This is also the important role and also special expectation of our Heavenly Parent. Please.
Healing must come from within. As I mentioned last week, the damage the church suffered and the wounds we received cannot be healed by someone else for us. Just like trees and plants naturally grow back on a mountainside after a wildfire, the healing of our wounds must come from within us. That healing requires a lot of courage. We must bravely break free from the comfort zone and the deep-seated problems we have carried for many years. We have to change ourselves.
Yes, thank you. So our inside of movement or our structure or relationship, this is also true. Many brothers and sisters are hurt or some kind of the suffering or facing difficulty through the history and even the current environment. Some member or people are really wondering and also the worrying about those situation. That's why who can really solve and heal those persons. We are also having meeting with Ambassador for Peace. Ambassador of Peace is also really surprising and so sad and also painful to listen the current through mother's situation. Then if who can really explain or support those of our Ambassador of Peace or even blessed families, if we don't approach, if we don't share the situation or comfort them, they could not understand and they just listen the news or even the person's word from outside and to receive more kind of the feeding down or hard. And our brothers and sisters in the breast family, our community also same. So how we can comfort, explain, solve the problem, or really visit those brothers and sisters. This is also important job which we can do. So we have to think how we can share and work together. Please.
Our foundation of sacrifice. I firmly believe this. The brothers and sisters in the unification movement have lived lives of sacrifice, following true parents' will for a long time. Living for the sake of others is a deep part of who we are. We are people who have prioritized the public over our own private lives. So I know well that the tough challenges we face now will be overcome wisely because we already have a strong foundation for it.
Yes, thank you. The situation which we are facing currently is really challenges. This is also true, but because of these challenges, what do you think? Our principle was changed, or heavenly parents was disappeared, or true parents' appearance is false? This is not true. Heavenly parents is here, true parents is here, principle is here, and all things are nothing to change. That's why how we can stand strongly and how we can share or testify more and more. This is the way even to overcome our current situation. Of course, some member is worrying, and some people also asked me, do you think there is future of our unification movement? What do you think? Our heavenly parents is together with us, and as a true parents is working with us, and our spiritual world is together. So our way is same, and through these things, surely the great moment will come after all incidents. So how we can more strong determination and go forward. This is the important time, even for each of our determination or life of faith. So really unite and overcome well. Please.
Fulfilling true mother's will through the three great blessings. The time we have been given through true mother's suffering is heaven's final opportunity for us to make this inner transformation and to finally realize here on earth the actual substance of the three great blessings that heaven truly desires. If we don't show real evidence of genuine change, the deeper will contained within this suffering will not be fulfilled.
Yes. So President Du also mentioning we should have the genuine changes in our place or even in ourselves. How or who are we? Am I becoming the true person already or not? How are we standing here sincerely in front of our heavenly parent and true parents? So this is really important time to reflect and to have a real changes as the genuine way. So this is also the message. Please.
What true mother came to achieve. So today, let me briefly remind us of what the only begotten daughter, Holy Mother Han, came to earth to achieve, and then talk about the mission each of us must practice. As the final central figure of the providence, the only begotten daughter, true mother, has the ultimate responsibility to bring the providence to its complete fulfillment. This means realizing the three great blessings that our Creator, Heavenly Parent, intended to achieve through Adam and Eve at the time of creation.
Yes, thank you. Our heavenly parents will, true parents, heaven's providence is same. And who is the central figure now? Of course, our true parents, but already true father is in the spiritual world. So now only true mother is here as the central figure, as the only begotten daughter. So the uniting with our true mother is the key essence point, even any kind of environment or situation. Please.
1. The first blessing. Be fruitful. Perfection of individual character. Heaven's first desire for true mother is that the position of the true parents be firmly established on earth. This is the providential substance of the first blessing. True parents taught us this. When Adam and Eve grow up and perfect their individual character, attaining the nature of God, they become the visible partners who resemble God. Achieving this state, human beings become the external form of God, while the invisible God becomes the internal aspect of humankind. In 2012, on April 14th, at the Chonghua Gong in Las Vegas, true parents made the declaration that Sang Myung-moon and Hak Ja-han have returned to the original position before the fall of Adam and Eve. Through this, true parents inaugurated the era of Chong-uguk as the true parents of all humanity, especially through the only begotten daughter, true mother, the identity of God the Creator as our heavenly parent was clearly revealed, thereby opening the path to the first blessing.
Yes, thank you. So, the fulfillment of the first blessing, be fruitful and to fulfill the individual perfection. So, this is also our the life goal and also the purpose, especially already true parents is showing total unity between heavenly parent, true father and true mother. And what is the next part? Each of us also should fulfill these three great blessings. Okay, please.
Second blessing, multiply, expansion of blessed families. 1. True mother strongly emphasized that 1/3 of all humankind must attain heavenly parent. For this age, a concrete way of expressing the Creator Heavenly Parent's command to multiply, which is the second blessing.
Yes. So we know the second blessing, multiply. So multiply is not only multiply for our physical children, but also our spiritual children, and including all brothers and sisters in the world. So we could see Mother's message, 1/3 of population, and of course, 8 billion people. All of them, all of us, should become the children of God or return to our heavenly parent. Please.
Second blessing, multiply, expansion of blessed families. 2. True parents explained this. The second blessing means that perfected Adam and Eve, as husband and wife under God's blessing, bear children and multiply. By becoming one as a couple and giving birth to children, they are to expand the lineage of goodness and realize the ideal world under God's dominion. The core essence of this blessing, be fruitful and multiply, is for us, the blessed families, who resemble true parents, to actually live out the words of the family pledge from verses 1 through 8 in our daily lives.
Yes. So practicing and also fulfilling, this is also our role and responsibility. Please.
Second blessing, the mission in our era. The goal of the second blessing that true mother must achieve in this era is to offer at least 1/3 of all humanity to heaven. Our role as blessed families attending true mother is to expand that lineage together.
Yes. So this goal and role is also same. Let's pray and develop this providence. Please.
Third blessing, have dominion over all things. Finally, what true mother is working to achieve as the third blessing is to be the mother of peace, caring for the entire world of creation with true love. True parents taught God blessed Adam and Eve to have dominion over all creation. This is the third blessing. It means to establish a relationship with all things of creation. God even granted human beings the authority to govern the created world. This means we have the responsibility to serve humanity and care for all things with love. So True Mother's providence is the providence of restoring the order of love. Specifically, the work of restoring the environment, which has been polluted by human greed, back into heaven's embrace, is the path of the third blessing that True Mother desires in this era.
Yes, so third blessing is also the important responsibility for ourselves, for humanity, even also for Earth. Last time, Shinchushin missionary visited several countries, and so that time they also mentioned about the environment and also the third blessing. We could see how Mother is wishing, even in any situation, our Earth and even the next generation. This will be decided or inherited through our current generation's effort. So our effort, our investment is really precious for the next generation. What kind of world really we can prepare for our children and our grandchildren. We are living current era. This is actually the result, or this was the result of the investment of our ancestors. That's why we could live those peaceful world. Of course, there are many problems, but still, then what kind of world we can prepare for our children? This is also the important issue. Please.
True sons and daughters. As the true sons and daughters of true parents, and following True Mother's will, let's center ourselves on Heavenly Parent and live a life of love that looks out to the world, showing respect for the beautiful environment Heaven gave us and caring for all of creation.
Yes, that's why we have to understand heart of Heavenly Parent and heart of our true parents. So, conclusion, please.
Conclusion. Beginning a new era with harmony and peace. The dawn of a new era and a new history of peace and harmony, as proclaimed by our True Mother, must be completed through the fulfillment of the three great blessings that she, as the true mother of humankind, came to accomplish on this earth. True parents have helped us understand the second blessing by saying, Eve is the symbol of the body and of the earth, and Adam is the symbol of the mind and of heaven. So together they represent the whole. True Mother, as the only begotten daughter and the embodiment of the Heavenly Mother, is the one who conceives, nurtures, and gives birth to humankind and all things of the creation.
Yes, thank you. True Father has also the special role and responsibility. And of course, our True Mother has the also special role and responsibility. So when we will fulfill these things, heaven's providence will be fulfilled. So we have to understand this point clearly. Please.
Therefore, the final conclusion of heaven's providence on earth is that True Mother, as the mother of humankind, finally establishes the three great blessings that our Creator, Heavenly Parent, initiated. Just as the key to the three great blessings was once given to Adam and Eve, now the responsibility to fulfill and establish the three great blessings entrusted to true parents rests squarely upon us, the sons and daughters attending True Mother. Fulfilling True Mother's will through the three great blessings is the mission we must accomplish together as we attend her. So I hope we can all put our heads together. Let's study how each one of us can begin this new era and new history as people who have truly transformed, people who have broken free from the old attitudes and complacency of the past, let's focus on every part that will help accomplish the three great blessings.
Yes. So please continue.
Next week and blessings. Next week, we will take some time to explore more deeply how we can achieve the first blessing, individual perfection, which I spoke about today. Thank you, and Heavenly Parent bless you all.
Yes, thank you. So this is a message from President General Secretary To Sun-yeon. So you could see in Korea side, our Korean brothers and sisters, blessed families, they are really going to the detention center and offer the special prayer. And of course, they are doing activities. And all over the world, we are putting our effort together. So through those message, we could once again recognize what's really kind of things we should do in the current environment or current situation. Even sharing to one person, even meeting our brothers and sisters, those effort to share the heaven's love is great investment or great chance for heavenly parent and true parents witnessing and also taking care or concerning or love our blessed families, second gen or third generation, and really creating the beautiful, loving community. This is the things what we can do. So let's continuously go forward and continuously pray for our true mother and continuously develop our heaven's providence. So today is the beginning day of week. Let's do our best and offer the victory to our heavenly parent and true parents. So once again, thank you for joining today's morning hun독회. Have a great time. 감사합니다.
Kamsahamnida, thank you very much, Rev Yutaka, for sharing and going through that message. Really, some of the points that in the process of awakening and making that transformation, how we deal with arrogance and pride. There's the central figures on all different levels, from the top of our community to our own families, having to deal with arrogance and pride, and recognizing how much of that is still there, because arrogance and pride comes from thinking we know the principle, or thinking we know God's will, or thinking we know how to make changes or to influence others, but that arrogance and pride gets in the way. And we know that we have the tools already on how to make the change, and that is, Mother has said many times, humility and gratitude. By having that part, we can build on the fact that we make many sacrifices and offer chong song and do all these conditions. They're not transitory. They're not at the moment. They're things that build up over time. So we've disciplined ourselves over time. And when we reflect from when we first joined to now, we certainly are very different. We have changed in many ways. But when Mother talks about returning back to the founding spirit, I think she's talking back to that urgency, to that passion, to that creativity that we had at the very beginning. And so, I think we all are in this transformation. And what are we transforming to? I believe we're transforming to realize God's original will. Adam and Eve were here in the beginning. They got caught up with their own arrogance and pride that helped the words of Satan affect their hearts, and so they think they knew better. But having the attitude, where we really are humble to God's will, we know the principle of restoration requires indemnity, and and we have gone through that course. So we are successful. I don't think we appreciate it, how successful we have been, even though success can always be more. I was just thinking that way a little bit, and also realizing about the first blessing, that the goal of the first blessing is to resemble God, is to resemble our heavenly parent, and always with the first blessing, I always felt that the main trap in the mistake of the first blessing is to think it's individual, because we're on this goal of mind and body unity and resembling God, and the trap that I always encountered was it's causing me to focus on myself, and that to me seemed wrong. I shouldn't be focusing on myself. And then highlighting when I heard again, resemble God. Of course, God is male and female. God is the couple. The end result of the first blessing is to be parents, the emergence of parents, and then we multiply. We don't grow up individually and then suddenly start a family. No, the goal of the first blessing is to be true parents, and that's why it's multiplied, because we became true parents with the first blessing, and then we multiply by expanding families, around the world. And then the third blessing, of course, is to expand that love outside ourselves, so that incorporates everything. All things are embraced within the family. So, I just highlighted again that the first blessing really is to resemble God, and that is becoming a parent. And so, listening to today's message, it highlights that the process of how we heal our hearts and wounds. You mentioned we must heal our own wounds, and that's because it's our responsibility, and the way we heal our own wounds is to literally follow the principle of creation, and embody God's original will within ourselves and each other. Anyway, just some of my thoughts this morning. So thank you, and open it up to anyone else who'd like to share. Thank you. Yeah, looks like everyone's a little tired. I can add at our outing service, in the park, and the many existing guests came along. Yoshiki, one of his guests, he successfully began teaching him Chompumaronga, and he was very pleased to hear and wants to study more. And so, Yoshiki's encouraged how his guest is really coming closer and responding. And another interesting thing, a new person that we met at the exhibition. We invited, we had actually a really good day that day when we were all there, and we could really sense Spirit World's presence and really guiding people. And a number of people came, and a number of people we invited for the next day to come to the outing service, and hoping that they would come, and one of them did turn up, and it was very good to see, and very encouraged. And then I realized really just setting the environment, being there, being consistent, and just in some ways it's really small effort by us, but the spirit world can really use it to bring. And so we plan, of course, to continue doing it on a regular basis. We know because of different circumstances each month that it may not be every week, but definitely we will be as consistent as possible, because being able to keep the same momentum enables people. Because I met one lady who had walked past 3-4 times, and each time she thought to herself, "Oh, that's interesting, but I've got no time. I have to do this, I have to do that." And then on her 4th time walking past, she had a bit of time and came in. And so that made me realize, yes, we've got to keep doing it, because there'll be many people like that who at that particular moment, we feel discouraged because they walk past and don't want to come in straight away. But we need to recognize that takes them to, it's not, they're not wanting, they really have to prioritize. And then finally, when they see many times they come in, it's just like, I don't know how you feel when you walk past homeless people. I walk past the same homeless people many times, and then occasionally I will find, I don't really carry cash. Occasionally I'll find some odd coins that I just keep in my pocket just to give to this one particular person that I walk past. And then I say sorry that I don't do it regularly, but anyway, yeah. So being consistent and doing it, it definitely enables Spirit World to trust us. So thank you, and it is time to offer our unison prayer now. So I'll just bring up the screen. There it is. Okay, let's. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Thank you again, Rev Yutaka, for sharing, and I hope everyone has a great day and see you all again tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
A good day.